Want to know about stateless address auto config and stateless DHCP? I thought so. In this lab, you'll get a chance to experience it using CML-Free and see it work. Let's do the lab setup. So with all my config labs, there's a blog page, and I expect you to go to it. And the top part of the page tells you a scenario and tasks you should do during lab. Then in the middle, very briefly, it says, hey, go do this in Cisco Packet Tracer. Except you can't do this lab in Cisco Packet Tracer because it doesn't support all the commands. So I'm going to ask you to do it in Cisco Modeling Labs, and you can use the free version. And then the bottom of that page has the answer for the configuration and an explanation as to why that's true. All right. So you could just use the blog page, but I've got a couple of videos to help you out. This one, which introduces the video and goes over the initial config and topology. And then, especially in this case, a review video that goes through an explanation of the config and demonstrates the lab. And there's a lot to learn in the demonstration for this one. So I encourage you to check that out. You should also go ahead and open up the blog page there, and there's the direct link, CLab 803. So for the lab topology, we have a server that acts as both the DHCP server and DNS server. We've got a couple of routers that are pre-configured with IPv6 addresses and routing. And there's IP connectivity all the way through here, but I'm waving my laser pointer here and not covering PC2 here. PC2 needs a routable address, and it doesn't have one yet at the beginning of lab, all right? So that's what we're working toward, is how do we make this PC learn or create its routable address and also learn the IPv6 address of this DNS server so it can do name resolution, all right? So that's what we're talking about with SLAAC and with stateless DHCPv6. Over here on the right, here's the subnet where that PC will get its IP address from, and here's the router interface. And I point out the router interface because if you did the similar lab on stateful DHCPv6, there are a few differences, but a lot of similarities between the topologies. Over here on the right, router R2 uses E01. The other lab, it's E00. The other lab used PC1. We're using PC2 here. The other lab used subnet 2. We're using subnet 3 here. But everything from here over to the left is the same addressing as in the other lab. Just a heads up on that. Then, just like the other lab did, the server and the client are actually routers in CML. Because I had challenges in getting the Linux hosts to work correctly in this lab. They didn't have DHCP support for the other lab. So I said, hey, let's just make them routers in each case. So it's router configured to act as these servers. And this PC over here, PC2, is configured to not route packets, but to just act as a client and get its address using SLAAC. And we'll see the configuration for that in just a minute. All right, so the initial config, the routers, is pretty standard. They both have these IPv6 unicast routing commands. They both have IP addresses on their interfaces. They have these IPv6 OSPF commands on each interface to enable OSPF for IPv6. And if you look at the routing tables, the IPv6 routing tables on them, when you get into lab, you'll see everything working and see all the routes learned, all right? Then over at the DHCPv6 router, the blueprint doesn't require you to know how to configure a DHCPv6 server, but you can glean a little bit just looking at the configuration. I've got a DHCP pool called CCNA Stateless. That's a name I made up. And it lists the server, the DNS server, IPv6 address, and the domain name to use for name resolution requests. And that's all that's there. Notably, it does not list any IPv6 subnet information in here because it's not leasing addresses, all right? So that's a difference here. And it's got another command here to enable the feature on an interface, all right? So you can play around with that. There's some other show commands that are useful that I'll tell you about here in just a minute that both are very useful to see over here on this server router during lab. Then last up, the PC2, again, it's a router acting as a PC. It's specifically configured to not route packets, so it just acts like a host, all right? So that's how I made it act like a PC, if you will, or a client. And under the physical interface, I don't have it in the drawing, but it uses E00 here. We've got this command, IPv6 address auto which is the way you configure an interface on a router to say, use SLAAC to create your routable address. So that's PC2's direction, use SLAAC, and that's what we want to happen in this case. It's a config lab, so of course you need to configure something. So here are your config instructions. You want to choose the location for and configure a DHCPv6 Relay Agent. So choose the location, how to configure, go make it so. Then we also want PC2 to use SLAAC and Stateless DHCP, and the network, the routers need to direct clients as to how they should proceed with which of their options for address assignment they should use. So choose which flags should exist, and if you need to add some configuration to make that happen, then go and configure those flags, all right? That's it for the configuration instructions. Go do it, but the more interesting part, honestly, in this lab is checking out to see if it actually worked, all right? So for that, let's talk about it. One of the first things you want to do for testing is go to PC2, and if you'll do first a shutdown and then a no shutdown on its interface, that'll kickstart the process for it to use SLAAC and DHCP to complete all of the processes, all right, just to make sure it's made the attempt. Then use some show commands and ping commands to test. So here are 6 I'd like you to try, and think of these as 3 sets of 2. The first 2 show commands confirm that you've got a routable address, built with SLAAC in this case, and you've got routes. The next 2 do ping tests. The first one doesn't require a DNS resolution, and the second one does, proving that PC2 has learned the IP address of the DNS server. And then the last 2 get into detail of the facts that PC2 has built using both SLAAC and Stateless DHCP. Next, from whatever router you chose to use as your relay agent, go there and use this command, show IPv6 interface, and look for the output for the interface on which you configured the relay agent, and look to the bottom of the output. And there should be messages there related to the flags that you set in this configuration, all right? So look for that there. Those are particularly interesting. Won't take long, but it's worth doing. And then if you want a little extra to do, go to the DHCPv6 server and use these commands. Binding shows you records for when a DHCP client leased an address, which should not happen here, all right? And you can also look at the pool, which we have the pool set up for Stateless DHCP in this case. A little bit less interesting than the related lab, but it's still worth looking at in lab. All right, so those are some of the instructions for verification. So use this sequence in lab. Try those verification steps when you start lab before you configure anything. Then add your configuration, then no shut, or rather the reverse shut, and then no shut your PC interface. And then try all those commands again and see what's different. Hopefully your PC will be working just fine and you've done the configuration correctly at that point. All right, the text on the left is just a repeat of the what to do for configuration. But there's your sequence in lab. So as a reminder, there's a direct link to the lab. Open up that page. It's got all the details in there as well to guide you along. Go do the lab. If you're not quite ready for the lab review, you can click over on the left and get to the next teaching content in the course. Go for that, but I figure you're probably ready for lab review. So go ahead and click on the right and check out the lab review video as well. But do the lab first, of course. All right, good hanging out with you. I'll see you in the next video.